Testing. Hello. Dr. Grind, Godfather, HR3, come to the studio, please. It's time to go live.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Nation.
And good morning, golfing world. George Honeycutt, the Godfather, with me as always. My two brothers from two different mothers, HR3 and Mr. Al Cloyd. Hey, y'all doing? Well, look, Ma, I'm on TV. This could get ugly quick. I'm going to make you hurl before the day's over with.
What's your issue here?
I smell vermin poontang.
You gotta love it. I mean, if y'all are not entertained out there.
You know, I've often thought of becoming a golf club.
You need to go see Al Cloyd.
I noticed your grips were worn, sir. I should have mentioned to you before. I could put some stickum on there for you. It's my fault.
No, you want to know? Here you
Oh,
go.
no.
I'm going to give you the expertise.
Hey, I should have stayed home and played with myself.
No, you got to finish, dude. No, you got to finish.
You're doing it. I ain't touching it. Nope.
Here.
I ain't touching it. Nope. Here.
Your wife is one of the more beautiful women in the world.
I have no argument there. She is.
You outpunted your coverage.
What's your issue here?
I'm not a professional.
Right.
I stayed at a Holiday Inn Express last night, but I'm not a professional.
I think this is a soap opera or something.
Give me a set of those, a pair of those, and a box of those, and let me have some of those naked lady tees. Moving on.
I am the same one. What's your issue here? You're doing it. I ain't touching it. Nope.
Here.
I ain't touching it. Nope.
Here.
Nope. Good try. How many breaths do you think you're going to need when you die?
One.
Quit wasting them.
Yeah.
Because you realize you are going
But I'm
round
trying
and
to
around.
provide good air.
Yeah, you're trying to provide good air, but you're
right.
answering your own questions.
Well, if you jump in and talk.
Well, I'm just letting you lay the groundwork because I'm
You done
telling
said
you.
the rest of the show was mine.
It
damn
was. But I mean, I don't want you to have a heart attack because I ain't giving you ugly ass mouth to mouth.
Al will do it.
Cannonball coming.
Broadcasting from North Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, this is TGD Today. And now please welcome Hero the Third,
HR3,
Al Cloyd,
Dr. Grind,
George Honeycutt, the Godfather.
Hey, everybody, we're all going to get laid.
You're doing it. I ain't touching it. Nope.
Here.
I ain't touching it. Nope.
Here.
Nope. Good try.
And good morning, golfing world. Welcome to TGD Today. It's the round table with Mo, Larry, and Curly. We want to welcome everybody to the show. Of course, I'm George Honeycutt, the Godfather. With me, Dr. Al Cloyd.
Good morning. Good morning. How you doing today, sir?
I'm doing well.
Be careful how you pronounce that and announce him. Dr. Al
Dr.
Cloyd.
Al Cloyd.
Dr. Grind. Yes.
Dr. Al Cloyd.
Yeah, no.
I call him Doc.
You can get your exam from him. That's fine.
Oh, I'll let him examine me anytime he wants to.
You can't beat
And
a
of
deal
course,
like that.
HR3's with us. Good to have you in, Hugh, baby.
Just turn your head and cough.
Yeah.
Good Lord. Good Lord.
You're gonna use the elbow glove. Ooh, snap! Little love there.
There you go.
Oh, Lord.
Almost spilt
It's
the big
dangerous.
gulp.
You're getting dangerous in here.
Don't be
Almost
doing that.
spilt the big gulp. Look at him. He's getting upset. Are you gonna be okay?
I'm just
We're
fine.
rattling his
Thank you.
cage.
I'm good.
You
That's
go.
all right.
I'm good.
All right, everyone. We're gonna talk a little golf here today, and of course, the big news this week is Ryder Cup. Our captains are being picked, have been picked, will be picked, but we pretty much know who it is. And again, we mentioned this back during the Ryder Cup that the U.S. lost by 5 points for the third straight time. We knew it was going to be Darren Clark.
Yeah.
It's been announced now.
Yep. They finally made it official, but I think it was a given. I mean,
well, we mentioned it during our broadcast during live Ryder Cup,
Oh, no
and
doubt. No doubt.
The amount of television time that they were giving him in interview processes up in the towers, it was pretty inevitable that was, you read between the lines, he was going to be the captain's. So, again, he was selected by a panel just this week, supposedly announced, what was it, yesterday, day before yesterday?
Day before,
yeah. And the panel consisted of Europe's past 3 Ryder Cup captains, Mr. Paul McGinley, Colin Montgomery, and Jose Maria Olazabal. There was also the European Tour CEO, George O'Grady, on the panel, and former Ryder Cup player David Howell.
Really? Gosh, I hadn't heard that name in a while.
So that was the panel that selected Darren Clarke over the other 2 candidates, which I don't know just how much they really had an opportunity of getting picked, but we're talking about Angel Jimenez, Ponytail himself,
Yep.
and
That's just
Thomas
what I was
Bjorn.
thinking, yep.
Yeah, Bjorn didn't have a snowball's chance, I don't think. But Jimenez, yeah, I could see them doing that. But, heck, he might even make the thing, so who knows?
That's it.
And Bjorn, we saw Bjorn play extremely well leading up to the Ryder Cup and then get put on the team.
Yeah.
So Darren has played in the Cup 4 times, a winner each time, and he's now been on the 2010-2012 Ryder Cup as co-captain for the European squad. So he's got 6 Ryder Cup experiences to live off of.
Very well groomed.
Very well groomed.
You know, yeah, he is. But I think the main thing, George, that, you know, a lot of the reason he was picked is, you know, you look at the guy. I mean, he has fun with whatever he does, and he gets along with everybody.
Yeah.
And he's going to create an atmosphere in that room or in, you know, their house or wherever they're staying that, you know, they're all going to be as happy, you know, they're comfortable.
Oh, definitely.
I just hope that Paul McGinley is a fanatic with detail.
Yeah.
And Paul worked his tail off in selecting his players and making sure that they were with other players of like personalities and, you know, physical capabilities, skill levels, skill sets, things of that sort. He really worked his tail off in setting pin positions and things like that. I just hope Darren can reach that level of detail and intensity in his build-up process for the, you know, Ryder Cup coming up at Hazeltine.
I think you'll be pleasantly surprised with, you know, everybody thinks he's just kind of the sit back and joke and what he's pretty serious when it comes to this kind of stuff. And I think you're going to see a different side than what everybody's expecting.
Well, I guarantee you they couldn't have picked anyone more liked on the tour.
No doubt.
Oh, he's
more liked on the tour.
He's phenomenal
Yeah.
individual as far as personality and the way he treats people and, you know, has a good time. And yet
he is the Graham McDowell. He is the Jimenez, really. Everybody loves Jimenez. So, you know, again, I don't think they could have picked anyone more in tune with the players and be able to communicate and have, you know, deep relations with the players versus, you know, what we saw for the U.S. squad at the last Ryder Cup with Watson. Couldn't have been anyone further removed from the players and with the I really don't care what they think attitude. So now we're also have gotten wind, of course, Rosenthal with Golf Channel and Golf Digest released earlier this week that it was going to be Davis Love III that was going to be selected as captain. And we heard this earlier in the week. Of course, none of this has been confirmed, nor even Davis Love III himself has not confirmed it because he's been put under a, you know,
gag order
that he can't go ahead even though he knows that he's getting it. However, from behind closed doors, which he was part of the quote-unquote panel that selected the captain, that he knows he's a lock, and that'll come out next Tuesday, I believe it is, at when they're at Doral, and they'll announce it there. So it was pretty much a given. I mean, it's like for the European squad, you know, you knew Darren was going to get it because Jimenez is in India at Delhi.
Yeah.
He's playing in the European Tour event there. Right. If he was going to be selected, he would have been sent to Wentworth, and they would have, you know, had him there for the announcement. So you knew he wasn't going to get it. And I think likewise with Davis Love, they're just waiting. Really, I mean, is it necessary that we have to know the U.S. Ryder Cup captain at this time? Or, I mean, should they? I didn't think we would get it. I heard Brian Katrick make this comment the other day. You know, he didn't think that it was going to come around till summer, and I didn't think it was going to come around till summer because this panel was supposedly looking at the entire process. But obviously, they've decided to go ahead and make the move and move forward in announcing that he is the captain. What's y'all's thoughts initially on Davis being the captain? And secondly, is this a good pick? Is this really truly the U.S. squad trying to look at its process and its the way it handles the Ryder Cup and making decisions and changes that need to be done?
It's tough. I mean, the U.S. team is so diverse in age that I think it's very difficult to find one person that's going to communicate really well with, like, your Fowlers, your younger players versus, the older guys that are out there. I think that's where possibly part of the boundary, could be at with the American team. It's going to be really tough. I don't know. What do you think, Hugh?
I think you've hit at a good point there as far as the age difference and the personalities. But, I mean, Davis's son, Drew, is 21. So, I mean,
okay.
He's got a pretty good idea about the younger generation and as far as that goes.
So I wasn't aware of that. Yeah.
And, he played at Alabama for Jay Sewell. And Davis will have a clue. I'll be honest with you, George. I hope he learned something from the first one because obviously they played awful when he was captain in his first one. And hopefully he learned something and has learned from basically what McGinley did last time and move forward. But I'm going to be honest with you, it's going to be 5 in a row we're going to lose. I think Darren and Europe they'll annihilate us. I just don't know. Yeah. It just seems like there's a lot of politics involved in this
even
whole
on our
process.
own turf.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it seems like a lot of politics involved in this whole process, and it's not an actual process. It's a committee of buddies that sit in a room.
Let's look real quick while we're talking about it. Let's look real quick at the candidates per se that had been put out there on the shelf and say these are probably the 3 people that's going to be most looked at as far as the next captain for the U.S. squad. And, of course, that's Paul Azinger, who has the pod experience and a win. Mm-hmm. That is Freddie Couples, who has been the President's Cup captain for the last 58 years, and Davis Love III.
Yeah.
I mean, is there another person that should have been put on that shelf?
No. And how they don't go after Azinger and try to convince him is beyond me from the standpoint this guy is a smart individual and knows how to do this. It's not about the good old boy system. He doesn't care. And that's what we need.
What they're saying I think what I heard with Azinger is that they don't want to put anything to tarnish, what he's done in the past. That's so that he wants to go out.
So a loss or a devastating loss would really tarnish his history with the Ryder Cup.
That's exactly right.
Well, I mean, that's a chance you take. But, I mean, do you want to win the thing or you want to keep going along and have people bash you because you can't beat Europe?
Yep.
You're going to lose 5 in a row.
I argue that, Al, not because you said it, but just because, why didn't they consider that when they made Watson captain?
I mean, because
that was his decision.
Yeah, that's true.
Is what I heard. It was his personal decision that he just he's basically what he said was I will help. I'd be more than glad to help.
Right.
But I don't want to be the man.
And I'll tell you this: if Paul said that, and that was his own decision, there's something involved in this that he just didn't want to be a part of and take a chance. Sure. I can promise you
that's exactly what I heard.
I can promise
behind the mahogany doors.
Yes, sir.
Behind the mahogany doors. Because Azinger's got that Azinger's got that take no prisoner mentality. There's no doubt about it. I mean, we've seen that in Ryder Cup, past. He's just got that mentality when he walks into it. This is us versus them with Paul Azinger. Yeah. No doubt about it.
Yeah.
And he does bring with it
I think
the,
that would
the
bring
patriotic.
A charge to it. Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah, it would. It brings that patriotic, wave the flag, all that. It kind of gets that mentality back into the players. No doubt about it. Now, Freddie Couples, is he too laid back? Is he too much of a couch potato, and that's why he's not picked? Does he not want to participate? I mentioned this off the air, but all I've heard this week is that he has been in interviews with Pavakwa and a couple of others at the PGA level, and it's basically boiled down to he doesn't like all the hoopla, the parties, the black tie affairs, the dinners, the press conferences, everything that goes on for the next 2 years with this process. And because he's expressed that dislike for those types of events, that probably led them to lean even heavier to Davis. But if you look at the true captaincy, then probably Freddie was the best pick.
Yeah, and then, like I said, the politics involved in this and the good old boy system is ruining it, the Ryder Cup for the United States, period. Mm-hmm. I mean, this is all about, well, I don't like to, Freddie's a golfer. He's not a club pro. Okay, yeah, he's a member of the PGA of America because you have to be if you want to play in the Ryder Cup or play the PGA Championship.
Right.
But he's not the guys that are club pros that deal with members and all that stuff. They're used to this kind of thing. They want to create these
I
parties.
don't understand.
Like
maybe you can help a redneck like me understand this, but I understand policies and politics and things like that. But Freddie's experience with the President's Cup. I mean, he's been a successful President's Cup captain now on 4 different occasions.
Yeah.
And how he hasn't paid his dues already, and the rest of this stuff, it should be to the point where they should just go to Freddie and say, Freddie, we want you to be the captain. Do you accept? And then if he turns it down, that's a whole nother issue.
Exactly. And here's the thing, though. Him saying what he said about all this stuff is him pushing the limits to say this isn't about you. This is about me and this team and us trying to win this cup. Not about your politics and the parties and the hoopla. Right. Now, yeah, press conferences, you're obligated to do that.
Correct. Right.
All right?
Yes.
And that's something as a captain you have to do. But, he basically told to me, and being around Freddie, as much as I was when I was out there,
right.
He's going to push the limit. You're going to do it his way or he's not going to do it. Mm-hmm. I mean, he's proven that point how many times, And when they made those decisions and they say, okay, well, if you're not going to do that, then okay, see you. Have fun. He could care less. Mm-hmm. Now, if they just said, okay, well, that's fine. We'll do it however you want to do it. He probably would have said, dude, I'm in. Let's go. Let's go win this thing. Because he likes that. But, it's not about, the social part of it. This is about going and trying to win a flipping cup playing golf.
Because I tell you, if there's anyone that they could put out there as captain that's going to dissect a golf course, that's going to look at shot patterns, shot capabilities, skill levels of individual players, that's Freddie Couples with the U.S. squad.
I don't know if it's that diverse, George. I think, he'll look at players. He'll look at how looking at shot.
But Freddie also too will walk up and
he'll look at imagination and look at.
He'll also look at the personalities.
Exactly.
He'll say, look, guys, you may not like him, but frankly, y'all make the best pattern technically and emotionally. Y'all make the best pattern, and so either you tell me now that you will not play with this individual, which may affect you down the road. But otherwise, he's the type that would have the best relationship with the players.
Sure.
To be able to intercommunicate and manage this squad the way it needs to be managed to put them over the hump to get back into the winning mode.
Mm-hmm. I agree. I mean, he and Azinger, I think, are a flip of a coin. And
exactly.
I
truly agree.
And the pick that was made is just, to me, it's just the good old boy system, and that's the way it is. And I hate to keep saying that, but it's the truth. And Davis, I just hope he learned from the last time, because if not, we're going to get annihilated.
Let me ask the question. We have seen this the last 3 Ryder Cups. Why wasn't Steve Stricker considered?
That one blows my mind too. I don't know if it's because he still plays a little bit or what. I don't know. Davis is playing.
Davis is playing Champions Tour.
I don't know. You brought up a good point. That baffles me. It really does, because I think Strick could be a very good one.
He's been grooming. He was, even with Watson, he was a pivotal man in that co-captaincy. The Ryder Cup before that, when he was with Davis, he was Davis's right-hand person. And I'm wondering why even Davis didn't back away and say, you know what, this is Strick's. Let's give it to Strick.
Yeah, I agree with you. But again, that's where
I don't see where Davis Love III benefits from, unless
I don't see where we benefit. How does the team benefit?
I don't see where he benefits.
I don't see where anybody benefits from this choice, to be perfectly honest.
Yeah.
I really, really don't. Davis could play golf, and he hit it a long way in college and when he first got on tour and stuff. He's won, the U.S. Open. Or the PGA, whatever. And you just, I don't see it. I don't see the personality. I don't see the intelligence that goes behind what you've got to do to make this work. Mm-hmm. I don't get it.
And to add a little bit more into the collusion behind the mahogany doors, which we refer to the PGA, the PGA Tour, the USGA, but I saw a screenshot that was put up on the Golf Channel this week, and I don't know if somebody called them and told them to pull it down or whatever. They haven't shown it again, or at least I haven't seen it. And you know me, I'm pretty anal when it comes to watching
you watch
that stuff.
the Golf Channel all the time, yeah.
So the next 4 Ryder Cups were broken out by who the proposed U.S. captain was going to be all the way up leading into Whistling Straits in Kohler. And we're talking through 2022.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? The names were already up there. I mean, you don't even know if these people are going to be alive then. But the names were already up on this screenshot. And I have to wonder, at the same time, it was coming out that Davis Love III was going to be made the captain for this Ryder Cup, although an official announcement had not come out. But this was the leak. And I'm sitting there going, did they likewise pick up a leak on this list? Because who's going to be captain at Whistling Straits when it goes to Kohler? Phil Mickelson.
Yeah, no question. He will be a captain. I can guarantee.
No, but
guarantee
they already had him at Whistling Straits.
So they got it planned out for the next.
You damn right they do.
Yeah.
You damn right they do. And Stricker's name was on the list.
Should have got a screenshot of that one. Yep.
Unreal.
Somebody put something
No
out there
offense.
that shouldn't have gotten out the door. So,
But look at the process and
Mickelson's
how
on-
it happened, though.
oh yeah.
I mean, I'm not going to say it again, but you know what I'm thinking. Yeah.
Okay.
Very interesting.
The way this all went down is a tweet was sent out by Ted Bishop. The beginning part of this week, a tweet was sent out by Ted Bishop.
Again, uh-oh.
And he
Here
sent
he goes.
it. He sent it. No, this is true. He sent it to John McGinnis and Brian Katrick. And he said, you guys will hear in the next 24 hours that Davis Love is the captain for the next Ryder Cup
This
team.
guy's trying to get out of that hole he dug, isn't he?
Well, he's trying, but my God.
He's digging it deeper.
My God. He might as well start pumping some air down in that hole. He's going to suffocate.
Wow.
So he released
Wow.
it. Katrick and McGinnis sat on it.
Yeah. John's not going to get himself in trouble.
They
John's
sat on it.
Very intelligent.
Well,
when it comes
well,
to that.
John and Katrick both are trying to secure their paycheck for the next couple years.
Yeah.
So they sat on it. Okay? And then it was literally 24 hours later, Rosenfort comes forward and says, earth-shattering news, breaking, banner, ticker tape across the bottom of the screen. Davis Love III to be announced as captain for the next U.S. team. So Rosenfort's been given the quote-unquote tag that it's his story that he broke. When in actuality, Ted Bishop
Leaked it earlier.
leaked it. He didn't just leak it. He opened the dam.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, yeah.
Now, I'm curious as to how Ted Bishop even knew what was said behind the closed doors.
Like I said, George, it's all part of the network.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay? It's all part of that good old boy network, and that's where it's coming from. Everybody's talking to whoever their friends are.
And on
the
that
closest.
panel,
Yeah.
Mickelson,
Yeah.
Woods, Davis Love III.
I mean, you got Woods on there, and he's not even going to be on the team.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, honestly. And I don't know. I
And
I don't get it. I don't think
And
we're
is
gonna-
Mickelson going to be on the team?
Yeah.
Is he going to play his way on?
He better get after it.
He better get after it.
But I mean, you know, I think we're going to get killed. I think this could be one of the worst ones we've had yet. But we'll just have to wait and see.
Well, we're on our home turf.
Yeah, at a golf course nobody likes.
Yeah, that's true.
Nobody likes that golf course.
Nobody.
It is the goofiest thing.
Yeah, that's
ever.
true. That's true.
And you know, because it's home soil doesn't mean anything.
Yeah. Well,
So,
but again, it's part of that political selection process.
yeah, you're right.
That's the only reason they've got it.
Uh-huh.
So we go back. Davis Love III, captain of the Ryder Cup U.S. squad, supposedly being announced officially next Tuesday. during a press conference down at Trump National Doral. And then, of course, we just got the announcement Darren Clark has been named as European Ryder Cup captain for the Hazeltine event. And I, for one, and I think Hugh, you've agreed, and Al, you agreed, excellent pick. We knew it was coming, but now it's official. Well done. Team Europe. You know, now we're just going to sit in awe and watch over the next year and a half as your players continue to develop and mature and continue to move up the world rankings to where basically they're going to dominate the top 10.
Yeah.
And so we'll just wonder at that point in time, are we going to have to reach out of the bag and again pull in a Stricker and pull in a Mickelson and pull in whoever or Tiger Woods to put them on our team, just hopefully to add some scare to the whole team. Oh, you know, these guys will just go out and they'll beat you with their brains.
Like they'd be scared of Tiger.
Well, they're not scared of anybody anymore.
No. And you know,
they're not scared of anybody anymore.
And George, honestly, I'm going to pull a George Honeycutt, the Godfather, here for you, Jeff. That, you know, I'll eat crow when it comes. If we win this thing, I will apologize and whatever else. But I don't see it.
I don't either.
I just don't see it.
I don't either. So I'm going to step with you and protect your backside.
Thank you, sir.
On the front end.
There's a first for everything.
Yeah.
Hey, I just got
There's a first for everything. hit that damn red button.
Heather just sent me a message. Willie Love died. So, you know, we've done a lot of benefits and stuff like that for him in his fight against cancer, and we've lost him here in Myrtle Beach, and he will be greatly missed. And you know, wish all the prayers and love to his family, and hope that they can get through this.
If you'd like to send a card or forward your best wishes for the family, they've provided an address. The family has done this, and the address is 110 Fox Glen Drive, Loris, South Carolina, LORIS, 29569. So our thoughts and prayers with the family. Okay, guys, I mean, you know, this is more to come. I mean, we're going to browbeat because I want to. Love the Ryder Cup.
Well, that's why the forehead's so big.
Love the Ryder Cup.
Right.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I
agree.
browbeat everything.
Dude, I'm
You know
serious.
me.
This thing is going to be a subject for the next 2 years or year and a half, you know, just to get ready for this and see what is announced. And there's going to be stuff come up that everybody's going to go, huh, what? You know, what do you think?
You know what's interesting, too? I mean, Davis Love has no clue who his team's going to be for the next basically 20 months.
Yeah. Well, Europe's pretty much the same way.
Yeah, that's true. True.
They go up to the very last minute.
But you can sit and look at that proposed roster right now on the European team and say, that one's making it, that one. The only real questionable link on the European side is 2 spots. The one that Bjorn had and Ian Poulter.
Yeah.
That is the only 2 hidden spots right now. Your Keimers, your Rorys, your Sergios, they're going to be there. There's no question about that. For us, your Spieth, your Patrick Reed, they proved themselves. Now, if they just absolutely fall off the face of the earth,
Jimmy Walker will be there.
Jimmy Walker.
Yeah, I was just thinking the same exact thing as you said it.
Yeah. He earned it.
Yeah. But again, guys, you know, it's what have you done for me lately? And I'm just thinking that with Davis Love III, he's going to reach in that bag of tricks and say, okay, instead of just being a co-captain, Stricker, I want you to come out of retirement and play for us. And by the way, Zach Johnson, I want you to come out of retirement and play for us. And you see my point?
No comment.
That's going to happen.
No comment.
Okay. All right. I want to thank both of you for joining us here and everybody for joining us here on Roundtable. Boy, I'm getting fired up. We could do another hour on this.
Oh, yeah.
TGD Radio and TV are produced and broadcast by the Zeus Radio Network for thegolfdirector.com. When visiting the Golf Director, be sure to check our featured course pages where you'll find up-to-date information about course conditions, specials, and much more. Hey, if you're coming to Myrtle Beach and you need help with your getting up your golf vacation, setting everything up for you, just call Dave. Hashtag just call Dave.
Call Dave.
Call Dave. Call Dave. Hashtag just call Dave. Give us a call, 844-GO-GOLF-1. That's 844-464-6531. All of our TGD programming is archived for listening and viewing on demand. To catch up on any show you may have missed, click on the TGD Radio or the TGD TV tabs in the menu screen at thegolfdirector.com. We are now available on over 1 billion devices at iTunes, AutoRealm, TuneIn, YouTube, Ustream, Roku, Blueberry, and Myrtle Beach Golf app. How about that, Hugh?
There you go.
I can only pronounce half of them things, so that's real good.
That's not bad, huh?
I'm not touching that one either.
Okay.
I love it.
For Dr. Grind, Al Cloyd, for Hugh Roy III, and for George Honeycutt, the Godfather, we want to thank you for joining us here, and we want to hope and pray that you continue to join us as more golf news and information is coming up next.
Thank you.